Julian,
Yes.
we are back.
We're back. Welcome back to another episode
Oh,
of
we're back, and it feels so good. I'm
well,
happy to be here, dude.
me too, brother. Me too.
How many weeks? How many weeks has it been?
It's been a little
Four.
over a month actually,
Been
I think,
four
man.
weeks. We've been gone for 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Julian,
yeah, yeah.
we have been gone for almost a month, maybe a little over.
I was a little
Um,
over a month, I
in
think.
that time, we had a baby together. The two of us had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a pretty little girl. And we began planning our event that we'll get into a little bit later. We'll talk about it. You've been working, I've been working and putting things together in the background. But God,
School.
nothing quite hits like this,
It's like,
This.
bro, I'm telling you,
This is where it's at.
I've missed it. I feel lost on weeks that we don't come out
Oh,
with.
super lost, bro.
I mean, like I
Yeah.
don't even know really what to do
My
with my day.
Saturdays, yeah, my Saturdays is ruined, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, rain, complications. But at the end of the day, dude, we're back. Our short hiatus is over. I know you missed our smiling faces. Welcome back.
Oh,
United us
and by the
Initiative.
way, brother, I see
What are you digging? What are you digging? What are
you
you
wearing
digging? What are you digging? What are you digging?
our merch here.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Y'all can see the brand new merch. The merch is out. So go to the website. You know what I'm saying? Get your hands on it. Get your hands on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
We
sir.
fight
Ooh.
for us, United Us Community Core
Now here's what's awesome.
sweatshirt. I
This is
like
awesome.
that.
The quality of the shirt, the quality of all the stuff we have. Because mom ordered the Don the Wizard shirt. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The quality is outstanding. It's not what I thought it'd be. I really was kind of worried that it's gonna be, a little cheap and kind of feel, whatever. But as of right now, the quality is so good that I plan to continue ordering like as much. I think we're gonna do hats now. Like
Nice.
the quality is so good, like why not just kind of dive into that investment? It's amazing. It feels soft. It feels like strong. It feels great,
Yeah,
dude.
you remember I said I wanted to do like little pins too, like
Yeah, yeah. You did say
little
pins, yeah,
United Us pins. I want
yeah.
to,
You want to do like different colors and stuff, yeah.
yeah, and potentially even like if we can get pins that are at a cost effective price, we may be even able to give a pin away with like large enough purchases,
I
things
don't think
like
that'd be
that
a
too.
problem. I don't think that'd be a problem at all. I think the cost would be negligible at most.
Yeah, I think
How
that
you been, man?
I've been good, man. I've been doing school, working. Man, life's been crazy. Lane and I are getting ready to find a place. Jordan's going to be coming out here in the next couple of days, so
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
have our new set on
Oh, so
hand.
it's the next couple of days. That's good. The time has moved up.
Yeah,
That's
he'll be out here Tuesday.
fantastic.
He'll
Jordan's
be out
like
here.
your brother too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You one of my brothers.
Yeah,
I would say we done acquired many a brothers over the over our travels over our years. Speaking of which, actually, we have a new one here with us today too.
yeah, yeah. We do.
We'll get to that here in a minute as well.
Yes,
But
sir.
our man's Josiah is here with us today, and just to talk about some of our future projects
Mm-hmm.
and what we got coming up, what we've been working on. We put some work in on the page. We still have a little more work to put in on the page as well too. Transforming our blog into
The
the
community page
community
that you
page,
want.
the
Yeah,
discussion board that we've been talking about.
we'll
Um,
get to all that. In the meantime, catch me up on all things Julian. All right. Now listen, we're not gonna walk past the fact that your hair looks Take the hat off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. This is this is regal. All right. This is how you do it, buddy. Now the hair looked good before, but good God, that's nice.
yeah, my loving wife Elaine did this for me a couple of days ago, or actually almost a week ago now.
You look kind of
Yeah.
like the homeless Lion King is the vibe it's giving. But you know what, dude? It really hits.
Like I said, homeless Lion King. No, it's all right though.
Yeah, yeah.
You remember? I would say you remember when I had the
Oh
locks,
man,
bro.
yeah. The locks they were deadly. They're
They
deadly.
were, but I'm gonna tell
But
you
they're
right now,
hard to manage.
they're coming back.
Are you gonna oil them up this time and really
Yeah,
take care of them and lock them up?
yeah,
That's what's up. Yeah, you
they're
can't let
coming
them
back.
because locks they have a line, right?
Yeah.
It's like they're either really nice or they're
Well,
horrible.
see,
There's no in between.
here's the thing about them too, and actually it's cultural. So it's funny actually. The dreadlocks go back to Rasta, right?
For
The
sure.
Rasta culture, and which actually takes it back to the story of like Samson and Delilah. It's biblical. It's Samson, he grew his hair out, and he was told that if he cut it, that he would lose his strength. And if you know the story, you know the story. Otherwise, But that's where it comes from. And so there's actually a spiritual practice within Rasta culture where you're supposed to cut your hair off after like basically a midlife point, and regrow it and start fresh and start your energy anew, um, because and it mirrors Samson's journey,
Right,
and
right.
also it's because your hair is like and I realized this when I was growing them too. They're like spiritual antenna,
Okay.
so they trap and lock a lot of energies.
Mm.
And so like all of the turmoil and chaos and whatnot I was going through at that time, that's
You
why.
trapped it all in there
Yeah,
and you
so
took it off.
took it off and got rid of it, and was able to just kind of grow and
So
move
then
past all that.
on that note, let me ask you, what are you trapping in this new round, the new round of locks? What you trapping in there?
Abundance,
Abundance, my boy. Bountiful abundance. Can
bountiful
we say that?
abundance.
Can we say bountiful abundance?
Absolutely. I'm telling you right now, brother, it's been insane because over this last month or so that we've been, we've been on our hiatus and whatnot. I've been realizing that God has been getting me ready and telling me it's time to run,
Mm-hmm.
but not from anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
we're running
So
towards
we're
things now.
sprinting directly. Yeah, yeah.
We're sprinting into the mission now.
The
It's it.
analogy that I always use is like I feel like I've been kind of creeping towards this edge,
Yeah,
and right now since I feel like I'm staring directly down and it feels so good. There's no fear. I feel the wind, and I'm taking the moment to pause so I can enjoy just this feeling before the jump because this flight is about to be beautiful.
beautiful. You know
It's
what I'm
about
saying?
to be beautiful.
And the crazy thing is every time that I like, even just the other day you called me and was like, yo, we need to get established and get federally recognized, before October. There's no way we could do that. Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no. And literally within a couple of hours that same day,
We had the whole it
everything was already
was all
resolved,
taken care of.
figured
Yeah,
out, and we had it also. So it's crazy how, like, God keeps telling me, like, you don't know, you clearly don't realize who you have in your corner, and you need
100%.
to
I love how you put that too, because some I always think like, oh, I'm messing up, God's plan, and then I have to stop myself. What kind of ego do I think I have that I have
mess up God's
I
plan.
have the strength? And at the end of the day, when you give all of that to God, like who's stronger? So it's like, hey, I have this problem. You know what? Hey, there you go. Lay it on his doorstep. And when I was younger, I used to feel bad, like, oh, I can't just keep giving my problems to God. I can't just keep like handing over my stresses. How's he gonna hold it all, right? And then, yeah, right. And then later on, that idea turned into like, oh, I can help him hold it. Right. Like he needs my help to hold. All I'm doing is exhausting myself. Like,
Yeah,
am I helping? Yeah, sure. I guess. Right?
sure, little guy.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, dude. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, now I've kind of learned, like you said, it's like, all right, well, here's what I need to do. Here's what needs to happen. You got it. I know you got it, God. Let me focus my mind somewhere else now.
Yeah.
Right. And then just practical application. Now, do you want to talk about what we got going on this year? Because
No,
like
hold on, hold
October.
on, hold on. First, I want to talk about you. I want to talk about what's been going on. How's the baby? How's Sanera?
Oh,
How's
my little sunny baby, bro.
yeah?
So my daughter was just born August 12th, 2025. Gorgeous little thing, full head of hair, and she is a blessing, man. And her name is Sanera. We named her Sanera because she came in our era of sun, and Sanera means the era of sun. Her middle name is Elizabeth, which means as given by God.
As given by, I know, I'll say, because
So she is that's
I'll
grandmother's
say
name.
Bella. Well, because
Bella as well.
Bella Elizabeth,
Beauty.
beautiful grace of God, or yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we were given our era of sun by the grace of God. And she came right in our era of sun. And she is my little sunshine, dude. She's gorgeous.
That's wonderful.
I think she's on strike. I think, yeah, I don't know what we did to upset her, but until we make amends and meet her demands, she refuses to sleep. And so and so I don't know what we got to do to make those amends, but until they are made, there will be no sleep for anybody in the house.
Have you offered tribute?
We've tried. Yeah, we've done what we can. We did the dance. We had the fire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's nothing yet. So, but
Mm.
honestly, even at 2 in the morning, I look down at her and it's like I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. This little girl is beautiful, and her sisters love her so much. Like her sisters are so involved. They change her butt. They feed her the bottles. They come in every time they come home from school. They run straight to her and say, "Hi, Sonny," give her a kiss. So the girls love her, and Maisie, particularly my younger one, she is so excited to be a big sister. She's already trying to teach her that. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna teach her how to walk." Like she can't walk yet, dude. She can't do
She
that right
can't even
now.
roll over yet. She
She's,
can't sit up.
I catch her all the time, just dad, 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 dad. She can't talk, Maisie. She's 3 weeks old.
Hey, but that's still look. That's how I got Bella going with dad, 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 dad,
Hmm.
dad, 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 dad. Daddy
That's
loves you.
funny.
Daddy loves you.
Me and Garen, for Luna, we used to when she was like a tiny tiny baby, like whisper in her ear, evil, 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 evil,
Oh,
evil.
that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, she's a little evil girl.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. You remember that Adventure Time where she woke up, the Fire Princess,
Yeah,
and she woke up and her dad is over her bed, just evil, 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 evil. What kind of twisted man?
bruh.
Yeah, let's talk about October.
All right.
Let's talk about October.
So we've got our trunk or treat coming up.
Come on, bro.
We've
Please,
got
please, please,
night of
please try this again because this energy you're bringing right now for something this big is so disappointing.
night of the United.
That's it right there, pal. There's the energy I'm
There we
looking
go. All
for.
right. So
This year for October, we have our trunk or treat event sponsored by Lowe's, our partner in the neighborhood. They're taking care of us. They're gonna make sure we can do it. The Lowe's over here on Mesa Ridge and Fountain.
mhm,
Fountain Mesa Ridge, is going to be a huge event. Talk about it.
October 25th.
Yes, sir.
Set your calendar. Set your date. What time are we starting that at? 4 or 5?
Yeah, that'll no, that'll be starting, I think, noon to 4 or something like that.
Noon to 4.
Noon to
Okay.
4. Yeah, yeah. We've got there's gonna be food, games. We will be there live talking on the show. You come meet us. We're gonna be filming a podcast down there. Music.
Oh, and we'll have some exclusive
Oh my.
merch just for the event
Should I
only.
plug the merch? Should I plug the merch on this episode? Should I put it in
Mm,
I'll put it in the corner right here? I'll put it in the corner right here.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You
Should
know what
we
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it there, I'm gonna blur it. I'm gonna put it there, I'm gonna blur it.
put it in there and blur it?
I'm gonna put it there and blur it. So you can kind of get a what? What is that? What?
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's going to be huge. It's going to be beautiful. And here's something I talked to Elaine about, right?
Mhm,
It's something I was talking to another vet coordinator in the area, and something she said that she's doing for Christmas that we actually are invited to help with.
mhm,
She wants our help, and we're going to be there as well. They're doing something where they're auctioning off Christmas trees for
hmm.
charity. So what if we got a bunch of pumpkins donated to us and we auctioned off pumpkins for charity? Start the bidding at $1. Maybe somebody pays $5, $6 for a pumpkin,
I
and we
don't hate
auction off
that
like
idea.
we auction off like 30 pumpkins for charity.
I don't hate that idea. I'd like to explore something like that probably more for next year. We've got a lot on our plate. We do have a lot,
Yeah.
especially because we got the trunk or treat that we're planning. We've got United tables that are still going to
Yes,
be
sir.
coming up,
Operation One Silent Night as well.
and one silent night for
Yeah,
sure.
and we're still kind of throwing around ideas if we want to do something for Valentine's Day or if we want to kind of chill.
Yeah,
But I'm kind of torn because you know how I work. I'm like a shark. I have
yeah.
to keep moving straight. I have to keep
And
moving forward.
I'm with it.
I
I'm
know
with
you
it.
are. I know.
You know me
I'm torn because it's like it's either A, I'm gonna be so exhausted by the end of all this that I'm gonna need that break, or B, I'm gonna be so hyped up off the momentum.
that you won't
As
want to
in, as
stop.
in like, what else are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
what's next? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, not only is this going to be huge for us, huge for but this is going to be a huge opportunity for the community to come together. We have so many local businesses, so many local business owners, and actually, we have one of those local business owners, one of our sponsors for the event, is sitting
That's
down with
right.
us today, and he will be talking to you guys right after this brief message. Welcome to UnitedUSI.com.
Fly with me,
Thank you. I
let's
need the
fly,
ambiance, yeah.
let's
The
fly
one-stop shop
away.
for making an impact. Come on, take a little walk with me.
All right, so first stop, Pod in the Park, the People's Podcast. This is where voices get heard and where you can snag some fresh merch.
Not only that, but you can also see all of our latest videos and get yourself some of this amazing merchandise. Now, you saw what I was wearing today in the episode, but what you didn't
Mm,
see is that we have the Don the Wizard merchandise.
mm.
We got the Comfort the Disturbed out here, right? The
Oh,
Hot
the
Team.
hot
And
team.
what you're not going to see here, right, along with all of our other beautiful merchandise, is the limited edition Night of the United Dead merch. Come down to the event and cop yourself some.
You mean Night of the United Dead?
Love it.
But yeah, no, the next stop here, you got to go to the Take Initiative page. This is where you jump in, donate, volunteer, get your hands in the game. Make sure, remember every dollar, every hour, every skill, it all pushes the mission forward.
Yeah, and on this page, you can also see that you can get right to our Support Us tab, which is going to help you to donate. And if you can't donate cash at the moment, or if you may be feeling a little strapped, we always need hands on board. So you can volunteer with us anytime, fill out a simple survey, go ahead and put your information in, and then we will get all that information so you can join our team.
So remember, rock the gear, rep the movement, know your drip is feeding projects, initiatives, and community efforts. And don't forget, don't
Don't
just
just
watch,
watch,
take
take
action.
action.
UnitedUSI.com.
Click it,
Wear it,
live it,
love it.
do it.
Yeah.
UnitedUSI.com. Peace.
Bye.
Yes, sir. And that is the best way for you to get involved with us. Again, unitedusi.com.
UnitedUSI.com. Take initiative page. Please make sure you go check it out. We've put a lot of work into it.
Yes, sir. Specifically, Elaine put a lot of work into that. Now, like we said, today we have one of our sponsors for our Trunk or Treat event with us today. His name is Josiah. He's a really good friend of mine. I've gotten really close to him, and not only does he run his own business, take care of his family, but he also finds the time to get involved in the community at his own dollar, which is exactly what we love on this show. Josiah, how you doing, my man? That's my boy Josiah. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. How you guys doing today?
Fantastic, my man. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So, Joe, tell us a little bit about yourself, your business. What kind of got you started in this particular line of work?
So, a little bit about myself. I've done everything from scrubbing floors all the way up to managing and auditing large businesses and portfolios. So I've worked for a handful of people. I'm one of those people who tries to be a servant to whoever I'm working with. So I'm usually the guy who's first there and last out.
I love it, man.
But a little bit about me, I grew up with a single mom and no dad around, and got to see struggles of a single mom with two kids. And
That's rough, bro.
yeah, I mean, it shaped me and formed me to who I am today.
100%.
And I'm proud of that.
And I'm
And
sure it
I'm,
also gave you a newfound respect for your mother, kind of watching her hold all that together.
yeah, absolutely.
You know?
She went through her own struggles, but through it all, she was there to provide. We
Love
never
it.
went hungry. We never went without a house. Things were tight,
Yeah, sure.
but she made it work, and I have a lot of respect for her for
It's
that.
amazing, bro.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is that you said that you're a servant to those that you are there for, right? And
Yeah.
I think it's cool because I was just telling Xavier earlier today that it's like we're the type of guys that I could see. We own multi-million-dollar companies or whatever, and you come in, sit down, and you're waiting to meet the president or CEO of the company, and I walk in and hand you a coffee, and you're like, oh, thanks. When's the president going to be here? And it's like, hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's like, oh yeah, great. I'll take two creams and three sugars. That's great. It's like, okay, yeah, no worries, and I'm gonna grab that for you too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you never even realize until I sit behind my desk and go, all right, now. It's like, oh, okay, now I understand. Like, but I get that same vibe from you too. Is that like just the very humble, like I don't like I might own the company, but like I'm not above bringing you coffee. You know what I
Never.
mean? Like at all. So like I love that, man.
Yeah, absolutely. um, so the reason I jumped into the line of business that I'm in, actually, I was kind of soul searching. I spent 5 years working for a big dealership that was family owned, and then all of a sudden they went through a transition where the owner of the company sold out to a huge corporation and private equity,
Okay.
and the whole part of my job that I enjoyed was being able to fully inform people of what it was they were buying, what it was that they were getting into, and on top of that, being an advocate for helping them get
Right.
the best deal. Making sure that they weren't getting taken advantage of. I'd sit down with people frequently. My managers hated me for it, and times they like snuck in on my conversations and sent me home because I was.
You were Bob. You were Bob from The Incredibles. It's like Bob. He's
I
like,
was.
why do all why do all our customers seem to know the
The tax
insurance carrier?
codes. Yeah.
And he said, "Are we not supposed to help our customers?
Yeah.
The law requires I answer yes."
Yeah, exactly. So, basically, I remember one instance I was trying to help people. They had a huge disparity. They were actually trying to buy the trailer to move into it and kind of full-time RV, and we were about $2,500 apart. My manager wouldn't budge, and I knew we had enough room in the deal to do that. And
Awesome.
so I was sitting there and I was, whispering. I was like, "Hey, if you go over to this competitor and you
Yeah.
get me a price from them,
Hmm.
then I can
I
get
can
you
match it.
then I
Yeah.
can get you a better deal."
That's awesome,
You
He
dude.
said,
know,
"I'm not happy, Bob.
my
Not happy."
my sales manager was actually in the cubicle right next to me when I said that to
Yeah.
them, and I got sent home.
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Dang.
We sold that trailer, but I didn't get the deal. They
Oh,
didn't
that's
pay me
crazy,
for it.
man. That's crazy.
I spent like 6 months working with those people.
Huh?
So, that's just kind of my heart. It's not about the money. It's about helping people.
Yeah,
The best kind of deal for me is where both parties walk away happy.
exactly.
Absolutely. 100%.
And feel valued and feel like they were actually heard.
Exactly.
And so I got into what I'm doing now. I branched off by myself because the contractor industry has a lot of bad rap.
Okay.
There's a lot of people, tons of companies in Colorado.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Back in 2012, the Senate here in Colorado actually passed a bill where basically, contractors couldn't cover deductibles, whatever the case may be. The reason they did that is because too many contractors were collecting that first check or like the whole amount and then disappearing. There's a
Jesus,
lot of
man.
companies, like if you go back and search permit histories or whatever, you can look up companies that are 3 to 5 years old and they're permanently closed out of business. Like reviews are, we had to sue them and we got liens filed against our house because they weren't paying their bills, et cetera, et cetera. I witnessed getting into this industry a lot of fraud. The very first week I was in the roofing industry, the sales manager himself was telling me, "Hey, if you see me and the adjuster up on the roof doing something, just turn your head." And I'm like,
What do you
Absolutely
mean turn
not.
my head? Nah, bro.
so like that was like my first day in the truck with the sales manager after 2 weeks of training. And that was like the image that I was given about this industry. And I'm just like, how in
Yep.
the heck is this so common? Like in
It
it,
almost sounds like you had like a bit of whiplash of like,
oh, dude.
again, I just left this shady practice at this dealership, and now I'm immediately being told to be shady, and that's just not who you are.
It
Well,
was
see,
a moral thing. Like,
Hmm.
and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier too, though, is that like it's and we talk about a lot on the show is because our society as a society we are fundamentally broken. We value things and money way more than we value people.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
But
100%.
if we, just like you said though, like if we walk away from each deal knowing that we took care of that person and they took care of us and one hand washed the other, that's how society actually functions
And
and
thrives, yeah.
works and thrives.
That's what it was built for.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, getting off on my own was not just about, more money or whatever, because there's benefits and you can make more money, but also as a single business owner who runs my day-to-day and operations and everything, it's really overwhelming.
I bet, yeah.
There's a lot of work, and people don't realize that the work doesn't stop at 5 o'clock.
No, sir.
You don't just go home and be like, yeah, I get to hang out with my family and I get to have all this quality time. No, it's like it's a constant grind.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like it ever stops.
That's beautiful. But do you ever really want it to?
No, I mean, the biggest thing for me, it's not about my personal vanity or like
Yeah.
being able to say I made it, but it's more so about just being able to have a serious impact on the people around
When
me.
you look back, you want to be able to see everything that you did and who you're able to help in the end of it.
Absolutely. And
I love it.
I just want to see the difference that I made in people's lives versus like how much money I made or what I was able to do for me and my family.
Now listen here, you humble bastard. All right, talking. You've glazed over. You talk about your company. What's your company called?
So it's Revival Roofing.
Revival Roofing, and they came out to my house. This is
Hold on,
actually how I
hold on,
met
hold on,
Josiah.
hold on, hold on. Back up for a second, because I need you, like, because you told me I didn't have enough energy.
Yeah. Oh, am I coming
It's
down?
Revival
Okay.
Roofing.
Revival
Hold on,
Roofing.
now let's try that again. Hey Josiah, what's the name of your company, my brother?
It's Revival Roofing. And the
Oh,
reason it's Revival
Okay,
Roofing
okay.
is because I am heavily invested into my faith. And for me, when I even got the thought process of starting my own business, for one, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. From the time I was 12 years old, I told my mom that I was going to be running my own thing at some point. Um, and I'm one of those guys when I say I'm going to do something,
I'm
I
gonna do it.
I
That's
push
for
to do
sure.
it. I
Yeah.
push to make it happen. So, I prayed about it. I prayed about it for like 6 months. I was working under somebody else and I knew kind of where I wanted to go, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. And I just tried to put like my full faith in God. And I just said, God, if this is where I'm supposed to be, let it be. And so I spent 6 months really praying hard. I said, God, I don't want to name my business for me. I don't want to build my business for me. I want to build it for you. I want it to be a kingdom business. And in that kingdom business, I want to be a blessing to other people. I want to help them. So like the slogan of my business is let us bring life to your project. And the reason being is because when something's torn and tattered, one other person who's willing to lay down and sacrifice for somebody else, they bring life to that person. They bring life to the situation.
My brother, if I wasn't already sold on you being on my board,
Yeah,
so
right.
no, listen, because if you go back and watch one of our previous episodes called All Who Wander, it's
Okay.
a mini series that we're getting started here too. And it's just all who wander are not lost, right? And I just because you like you said, you felt like you were just kind of like you didn't know where you were going, but you were just kind of going, right? And um it's interesting because I shared a very similar experience, a very similar moment um some years back when I had received a message or some this divine kind of message that, and I was told like, hey, I need to go and like I need to share and share what I'm learning with people. I need to go and help and teach and guide people.
Yeah.
And I didn't take it at first. It's just like, oh, that's it. But I went out and one day and was just like, look, Lord, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to be doing things in a way that isn't serving you and is only serving my own image, my own name. So if this isn't what you want from me, please let me know. But if it is, just give me a clear sign and I'll follow. I'll
Yeah.
go. And that's so beautiful, man. Like when you did that, if you I would say it caught me immediately. It was like, oh, like you and I had that like, oh man, dude, that's really, really cool to just to hear somebody else having such a similar experience like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So, for me, it was like kind of the desires of my heart, the dreams kind of coming true, like I had always just kind of imagined myself being in a position where I could be a leader, but not just cracking the whip, telling everybody what to do, but a leader by example.
A leader by serving. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen the show Vikings?
I haven't. No.
No, oh, it's a great show, man. Great show. There's a line in there where I really like. He says leadership and authority should only ever belong to those who are willing to get down low enough to pick it up.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, leaders
That's really
don't
cool.
leaders don't lead by sitting at the top of this pedestal telling
No,
people what to do. They lead by going by example,
the
being
pyramid needs to be turned upside down on its head.
absolutely
Yeah.
being willing to get in there, get your hands dirty, and do more than the people around you just to show them, like, hey, I'm in this just like you are. And I'm not just collecting a check from you. I'm not just using you to make my future brighter,
Right.
but I'm using this business and this tool that God has blessed me with to help grow you, your family, your goals, your dreams and aspirations versus where I'm at.
And there was actually something I seen recently that was that talked about how like our founding fathers, even this was like that was their intention from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Was that it would be a government of people, of the regular societal people, of the governed, that gives it their power so that you know what I mean? So that the whole point and purpose of it is that those in power and in leadership are just servants.
We the people are for the people.
I love it,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, you mentioned wanting not just to lead by example. Like when I met you, I mean, I met you, I think on the on my roof with your team, working hands on. And I was like, Jesus. And when your brother introduced me to you, I was like, that's the guy who owns the company. He's on the roof. He's gonna die up there, dude. Um, and I know you don't. You specifically asked me at some point not to bring this story up, but I'm gonna ask if you'll tell it.
Okay.
Okay. You did something amazing with your company when you guys had an amazing first year. I'm not gonna put numbers out there. You had an amazing first year.
Yeah.
And
God bless me.
what
Yeah.
did you take that and do? And right away.
So I mean, immediately my thought process was, how can I use what God's blessed me with to bless somebody else? And so uh I wasn't searching. I didn't put out a post or say like, "Hey, Revival Roofing wants to give away something for free, or we want to bless somebody." There's a group on Facebook. It's called the 411 for the 719. It's a big known Colorado page. There's over 100,000 members, and there's a lot of people in there who post anonymously.
There will be a link in the description.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in there who post anonymously, and they try to, get some help. They're looking for somebody who's willing to step out in faith and just offer their time more than, um, what's the word I'm looking for? just trade. They're not looking for, a handout. They're not looking
Right.
for nothing. They're just looking for genuine help from
Sure.
another human being.
Yeah.
And so somebody reached out anonymously in the group and said, hey, I have a mom who's double amputee. She's on a fixed income. She makes like $500-600 a month on Social Security. And her brother lives with her. He's in the same circumstance, and they have, the main house, and then they have like a little apartment kind of in the back of the house. And so they had a bad leak, and they had previously tried to fix it, and somebody came in and kind of botched it up and put screws through a flat roof system, which
Jesus.
they're not supposed to have any penetrations through because it's prone to leaking. And so I went out there, took a look at it, tried to mitigate and tarp. It didn't work too well because of the way that it was up against the wall. And so they were asking me, how can you help us? We'll pay for materials, whatever, etc. And I just felt led in my heart to just do it, And so I told them, hey guys, like, look, it's not about the money in this circumstance. It's just about,
You need a new roof.
your house being dry. It's your sanctuary. It's your castle. I want you to feel comfortable. I don't want you to have a worry. And so, myself and actually one of my crew members came out and we donated our time, and I bought all the materials, and we tore off that section of their roof and we redid all of it. And so it ended up, we fixed the problem. There's no leaks, nothing like that. And just the impact that it made on that gentleman,
Yeah, I bet.
he was so beyond grateful. And, he said something that stuck with me, and he just said, people are not like you in this world anymore. And he said, you today have given me faith in humanity.
That's beautiful,
And
man.
so for
100%.
me, I never intended to share this publicly because
I know. Yeah.
I'm not looking to tell people, what I do with my left hand. I don't want my right hand to see.
But he also says to be a light. He says to plant your light firmly and to plant it proudly, to be a light to others, to be a lighthouse and guide them.
And like that man said, I mean, the story is beautiful, and you said it yourself, you're not a vain person, and I believe you. You're not looking for vanity. You didn't even want me
no,
to share the story with you.
no.
At the end of the day, I think the importance of people hearing it is like that man said. That's those kind of things is what restores faith.
Yeah, I mean, because
Hearing things like that makes people realize there are businesses, not just people, but there are people with resources and opportunity that are willing to put their hands on and provide resource and opportunity.
yeah,
That's
and
beautiful.
for me, I think that this world has become, so much about commodity and
Oh yes,
and trading
comfort and
money for comfort, or
oh
money
yes,
for food, or money for vanity, or money for
yeah.
material. And for me, it's not about that. I don't think we were ever supposed to be exchanging dollars for skills and things like that. I think that we were supposed to, as a humanity and community with one another, I believe that we were supposed to just trade the skill sets and characteristics that God has given us to help one another and be something different.
Exchanging goods and services for
There's
the
a
sake of the whole.
there's a
Absolutely.
there's a concept, and I might be mistaking this. Please forgive me if I am, but a concept in African culture.
I'll put the real thing in there.
It's called Ubuntu, if I'm
Okay.
not mistaken. And the idea is that the philosophy is that it simply says, "I am because we are."
Yeah.
It's like I literally couldn't be if it wasn't for us. So it's it's really been the probably the most touching thing to me, actually the most motivating part of all of this is that each time that we've come out here, like the first time we came out here and we learned that this every Saturday this group sets up over here in the corner to hand out hot dogs and food and whatnot. We learned, and then we each weekend that we've come out, we've met another group of people that are doing the same thing we're doing, and just kind of like how we talked about earlier, is that it's um all these people is disenfranchised, but and these pockets of resistance against this the darkness, the cold, and the negativity in the world, but
The
if
societal norms.
but as we start to come together and start to realize, like, oh, hey, it's not just me out here. It's not just two guys in a tent. It's also our buddy Josiah. It's also, Springs Rescue
Many small candles in a dark cave
can make
can still make you feel alone. But when you start to come together and find each other, the light that it shines, it lights the entire cave. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, a bonfire is used for emergencies. It's, it's used to signal for help and things
Exactly.
like
It's
that.
beautiful.
But when you ignite those candles, you bring them all together, you create that bonfire, you can create a bigger signal and cry
Exactly.
for help that people can recognize and see,
I want
you
to
know.
ask you actually. So something that we had thought about some time ago is like, imagine that you wake up and the world around you, as far as you can see, is on fire, and everyone else, for the most part, is sleeping. What do you do?
Oh, you immediately go out and start warning people. You
Start
let them
waking
know.
people up.
I mean, for me, I think some people's first thought process would be save yourself, run
Sure,
away,
yeah, run out.
get your family and go. For me, it's about running into that fire.
100%.
It's about going out and telling
I'm
people
with you
like, hey,
100%.
you gotta go. We gotta go. We're in a
Wake
dangerous
up.
situation.
I'm
Wake
waking
up.
people up. Either run or help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run or help.
Yeah,
Run
what you
or
do
help.
is your choice,
Sure.
but yeah,
At least
let's
you're
do
awake.
it.
And what something I realized throughout just my life is that a lot of people, like we said before, don't want to be woken up.
Hmm.
And even when you wake them, you're met with more anger because the sleep was so peaceful.
Hmm.
And now I have to deal with the fire, right? And so my philosophy now is I'm just gonna start splashing buckets of water everywhere. And if I get you, sorry, pal.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I like how you said like you're drawn to run towards the flame. I always use the metaphor of like having a picnic at the bottom of this like big mountain,
Hmm.
and everyone's back is turned, but I'm facing the mountain, and I can see this big snowball rolling down and getting bigger, and it's like, well, I'm gonna run at it, and on my way, I'm gonna call everybody I can. And do I think I can stop it? Maybe not. I might get flattened, but at least I'll have enough heads turned to see me get flattened. And at the end of the day, I don't have any other choice. I can't go back to the picnic now. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen
Like
it.
I can't
I
look
can't go
away
back to
now.
sleep.
I've seen
I
it.
can't ignore it.
I
I
can't.
I
Like,
can't just go back to sleep. I can't imagine
yeah,
that there is no fire. I
it's
like
here. It's here. So,
Yeah, I
um,
mean the world is burning around us and for it's super selfish to turn your head and just focus on
to
what's in
think that
front of
to
you.
believe that you can thrive in a world that is literally on fire.
Yep.
hey,
To
Joe, we're gonna play your promo right after this. But and before we get you out of here, I want to give you a chance. I know you're a super humble guy. Can you talk about what you got going on right now? Any promos you got going on for your company? To tell people a little bit about what you got going on before you go.
So we're not doing a whole lot right now. It's been actually a little bit slower this year, but I'm just trying to be faithful and just put my best foot forward. We went through a huge move this year, so we moved from in the city to out in the country. We moved way out east.
Wait, you
Um,
bought your dream house?
I didn't buy it yet.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
renting to own it.
awesome,
And by God's grace, I'll make it happen.
beautiful,
But
dude.
I'm just trying to have more faith than fear,
Love it.
and I'm trying to, put my focus where it counts, which is on my family, on my mission, on people around me, um, and ignore the feelings that I have that either constrict me or hold me back or make me feel small in comparison,
I love it, man.
And so we, the biggest thing we're doing, is just trying to be completely honest with people, showing people that I care about their stuff, their property, whatever, the same way I would care about mine.
I love it.
And so, we're doing like free class 4 shingle upgrades, which a lot of companies are doing. But we're promoting and installing a shingle. There's Malarkey Vistas, and then we actually are a preferred contractor with Atlas. And I love both products. I do think that Malarkey has a bulletproof type shingle, and I think that Atlas with their impacts are a highly performing product. Um, but
You're good. Go ahead.
okay, sorry. So, the biggest thing is just being like 100%, um, what's the word I'm looking for? For example, I went to a gentleman's property the other day. He had an insurance claim, and he asked me to take a look around the property and let him know what the insurance company might have missed. And I went around, I spent 2 hours on this man's property. I don't charge for that. I do free estimates like every other guy, but what I do outside of a free estimate is I truly evaluate the damage to the whole property,
Right.
not just the roof. I am a roofer, but we handle exterior stuff. My specialty and where I thrive is in roofing specifically, but I try to offer scopes for all exterior items to save people from the hassle of having to hire 4 or 5 different contractors. And so I spent 2 hours on his property. I was able to uncover that insurance missed probably $10,000 to $12,000 worth of stuff
That's awesome.
that he wasn't being paid for.
That's amazing. Yeah.
People pay premiums, especially here in the Colorado area. Premiums are skyrocketing. Some
Interesting.
market data that I looked at last year, the lowest premium increases was from State Farm at like 30%, with the highest premium increases from Safeco Liberty Mutual being at 120%.
Jesus Christ.
My grandparents had Safeco. They had a premium, um, to say this is even asinine, but their premium was like 5,000 something dollars. And then when they went to renew the following year, Safeco hit them with almost $12,000 premium.
Oh my God.
And so my goal in this isn't to just get out, get a job, collect a check, but it's to educate people on not only what the best insurance carrier is for them, what kind of coverages they can get, what to watch out for in their policies when they're filing claims to make sure that they're not completely screwed out of getting their metal paid for, the gutters, the garage, light fixtures, whatever, because there's cosmetic exclusions and things like that within policies that insurance companies are getting slick and throwing into those things.
That's awesome.
And especially
That's so
people,
horrible, dude.
people aren't paying attention to their policies. Their agent sends them a renewal. That agent, depending on the agent, there are a rare few of agents who really care about their customers and will inform them of the changes that are being made and let them know, like, hey, if you want these coverages, your premiums will be more, but this will get you the replacement cost of your policy, for your home. And so a lot of people are just signing the dotted line, renewing their policies without knowing that they're robbing themselves of 30 to 40, 50% of the coverages that
They're
they would
just
get.
saying they're just saying A, I just trust whatever because you must have my best interest at heart, which is false. Or B, they're just deciding it's not worth my time because it's so much and I don't understand it anyways. So who cares?
Yeah, insurance carriers, what people don't understand is, they're in the business to make money.
Of course. Yeah.
They're not for you and your
Not at all.
home. They're not trying to pay the
Not at all.
maximum amount. What they're trying to do is they're trying to write you a check, hope that you take it and hire the cheapest guy. And that
Give us 1 second. This is awesome. I wish we had this on. Actually, we might have caught some of it, but it's too late. It's far too late. Yeah. That was kind of cool. Is a whole like a bike gang or like a I
it's
don't know.
probably just a
It
group
was
of
like
community
it
guys.
was like 20 dudes.
I used to be a part of that stuff, and
Yeah, you look like a gang member.
oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I used to ride motorcycles all the time, but I just realized that there's more value to life than putting my life at risk getting on a bike every day because I got 3 beautiful girls and I got
Yeah,
an
no,
awesome
no point
wife.
of risking it now.
No,
Joe,
no.
we love you, bro. We're gonna see you more. And again, go to Revival Roofing, revivalroofing.com.
Revivalroofingco.com.
revivalroofingco.com. Underneath here, right, probably like here, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be the logo, the phone number. Hit up my man Josiah. He's gonna take care of you. He's not gonna bullshit you, and he'll make sure you get the fairest price. I mean, my man helped walk me through my entire insurance policy to make sure that I didn't get screwed over. So I know he's gonna take care of you, and yeah, support small businesses and support people who actually give back to the community. Joe, you got anything else to say? I'm gonna ask you before you go. If you had a mic, and you do, and you could say anything to the city, what would it be? Closing thoughts.
If I could say anything to the city, I would think, we were put on this earth to love people. There's not enough love in this world right now. There's a lot of hate. The government, public parties, things like that are creating division on purpose. I don't lean one way left or one way right. I lean for the people. And so what I've seen is that they've caused a lot of divide, a lot of distraction, and a lot of anger towards each other. And what they've done is they've divided us and they've made us weaker. And so if I could say anything, it would be that, collaborate together, become one again. And there's power in numbers. And doing things singularly and solo is great. But if we can look past our differences and we can just understand that life is love, and that's what we're meant to spread, and that's what we're meant to give to people, we can make a real difference to the people around us and just society as a whole.
Very, very beautifully spoken, my man. Hey, like, thanks again for sitting with us today, Josiah.
Yeah.
We love you. We're definitely gonna be seeing more of you. Stick around before we get out of here.
I'm gonna just say because I seen both you and Elaine shoot me glances while he was talking because I could feel it.
Yeah,
He
yeah. He embodies every aspect of what we do.
he sounds a lot like I do.
Yeah, he does.
When I just sit and talk, like it sounds like just talking to me a lot. Like
It's
that's
beautiful.
like,
Yeah,
brother. Like, and I don't like that's so like
it's inspiring.
hang out for a minute because I got a couple of things I do want to talk to you about
Yeah.
before we get out of here.
Of course.
Now
Of course.
get out of here, Josiah. Get on, get out of here. Say bye to the
Appreciate you,
people. Say
brother.
bye to the people.
All right, guys. See you later. Pleasure to be on today.
Colorado Springs.
Hey,
Listen, hail season just came through, and you know exactly how these neighborhoods out here looking right now. You're talking about
trash.
holes in your fences, yards all messed up, cars
Yeah,
dented, and
it
your
broke one
roof.
of my windows, bro.
Yeah, my roof had a hole directly through it. I'm talking about sitting underneath it with a bucket, just hoping the rain would stop, right?
Bruh. Yeah, that's where our man's Josiah and Revival Roofing
Yes,
come
sir.
in.
Yes, sir.
So Josiah is the kind of guy, he owns the company
Mhm.
and he actually is up on the roof with his crew,
Putting shingles in.
putting shingles in,
Mhm.
hammer and nails in hand. You know what I mean? That's a different kind of guy.
Josiah didn't just take care of my house. Josiah noticed that some flashing or something was off. He gave me a whole new ventilation hood and covered the cost himself. I'm talking about really out here. And when it comes to these insurance companies, what are they going to do?
Oh, they scam artists, bro. You
They're
already
trying to
know.
nickel and dime you. They want to keep every penny for themselves. Josiah is not playing those games. He is going to go through your contract with you, make sure you understand it, and make sure you get every single penny back.
Yeah, he treats you like family because it's your home. He treats like his home.
How do you know that?
Well, because that's exactly what he did with us.
That's
Like when
exactly
he
what
came
it
in
does.
and dealt with us and helped us out and from start to finish, he made everything feel transparent and
Simple. He
simple.
made it simple. That's the
Yeah,
key word. He made it simple. Listen, Revival Roofing is going to take care of you. Get it done.
get it done. Get it done.
Get it done.
Get it
Make it
done.
right.
You're right. Yeah.
And do it. Revival Roofing.
Revival Roofing, bro. Remember it.
People like that, and specifically businesses like that have the ability to change the world, right? And we have to stop as a community glancing and glazing over that.
It's called social entrepreneurship.
Oh, is that a term for it? That's interesting.
Yes, it's called social entrepreneurship. The idea and concept is that you're building businesses that are aimed at tackling um, large social issues through, um,
Products and services.
I mean, not just products and services, but by putting people
Mhm.
before
I
finances
love that. Yeah.
in your business, and
Yeah.
that's literally is the very
Now,
definition.
here's
Actually, you can even pull up the social entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
Pull it up.
I'll next thing I'll look. Yeah, right next to your head. I think that as a people, if we want stuff like that to succeed, then we need to help to make sure that those models can be successful,
Exactly.
right? Because it's easy to look at that and say, I love this idea, but then again, my business is failing because I can't make that idea work financially at the same time. So we don't have to choose. If we as a community come together, we don't have to force each other or force ourselves to choose
Well,
between
see,
financial stability and
that's the problem with communism is because that it tries to take this top down effect to do exactly what we're wanting to
yeah, of
do,
course.
and it's a good idea, but then because it's a top down implementation, it it relies upon this systematic this the of enforcement. This enforcement
Right,
arm now is necessary.
right.
And when you do it the way that we are trying to build it in a way that's from bottom up and it shows the people
Foundation first.
first, this is why we need it, this is how we do it, and then we can implement policies around it saying that it now must be done this
Yeah,
way or in some kind of way, shape, or form like this.
yeah. I love the way you always put it too about like we talked about. Actually, we didn't talk about this, and this actually goes into a really cool idea that you and I have explored together.
Hmm.
The idea that how we vote with our dollars, right?
Yes.
Like the way that we as people are able to influence corporations and the way that we're able to influence policy,
It's the only true vote that we actually
the
have
only true vote
anymore.
we have is what we spend our money on. Corporations decide what they will produce, what direction to move in based off of our public interest, right?
Yes.
So if we as a people start showing that we are only going to spend money in businesses that, take care of the people, businesses that give
Such as
back,
Lowe's, such as Revival Roofing, such as United S
then other
Initiative.
corporations will have no choice but to follow suit because they're not sitting on a we hate people policy. They're sitting on a you
We
asked for
love
this.
money policy.
You asked for this, so here's what you asked for. And
Precisely.
so if we ask for public
Public and social consciousness and structure in their structure in their finance. Yeah.
100%, then they'll have no choice but to follow suit and begin to implement those things. And that is how we make a difference individually. We begin by voting with our dollars and spending your money in a place that you think works. Like I said, the only way for those businesses like Rival Roofing to really work and to show that they're proof of concept is for us to say, hey,
To
then
support them.
that's the business that I want to work with
We have to support
because
those proofs of concept.
absolutely,
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, you have any closing thoughts for we got here?
No, I think you actually touched on it very perfectly there. I'm just really excited to be back in the
Oh, we're back, baby.
saddle.
Oh, we're
You know what
back,
I
baby.
mean? I can't wait. I need to go ahead and
You
get me
gotta
one of
get
these for
one,
sure.
and you
'Cause
gotta get
I'm
one.
gonna get me a couple of these. Actually, I'll probably get me
I like how you rub it on.
some of the hoodies.
Rub that again.
I'll probably get me
Oh,
some hoodies there
oh,
too, especially
that's a good
for
rub.
winter coming up.
And dude, this is so
I
warm.
know it's so
It's so
comfortable. It
warm.
looks so
The
comfortable.
hoodie's gonna be out. And again, watch out for that exclusive merch. Come out to our Halloween truck or treat event. Meet us. We'll be down there. We'll be
Hold on, I'm
filming.
sorry. Come out to Night of the United Dead.
Beautiful. Come on down to the what?
Night of the United Dead.
There it is. Come on down and meet us. Meet Josiah. He'll be out there working with us, as well as a lot of our other sponsors. Tons of fun. Haunted houses. We have a local high school. The students are getting involved to help us build these haunted houses. It's going to be a
We're
blast.
bringing
Come on
the
down and
whole
support.
community out here, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey, with that, we're gonna get out of here. As always, we love you, and when united, we are us.
Bye, y'all.
なんのこれ式